The trip was great. It was really good. I saw a lot of different influencer people. I ain't gonna lie, I did not know a lot of people that were there, but were on the panel. So that was interesting to get to meet them and hear them talk about their own creative projects and ministries and stuff.
You saw that guy that you always post, the bald one, the preacher?
What bald one?
The preacher? Dark skin. I thought it would ring a bell. Because you're always posting him.
Ah!
Yeah, he was there.
He wasn't there. So I knew that I was going to Atlanta, and I had come across 2819 Church through a video that I watched when I think it was when the William Murphy thing came out. And I don't know if it was William Murphy, but I think it was. Or something in regards to like the gospel industry or the Christian industry. And he had did a video like denouncing things of that sort and denouncing things that aren't of God, that's happening in the church. And I was watching a reaction video to that, reposted 2019 Pastor Philip Mitchell going off about it. And I was like, who is this pastor? Like, he's keeping it 100, he's keeping it real. And I don't think I've heard a pastor like talk like that before. So I ended up researching the church, and then I was watching some sermons, and I was like, nah, this is the kind of sermons that I like, where the pastor doesn't hold back. There's no sugarcoating. It's just like straight in your face. It is what it is. And then like they preach Bible, and it's like the Bible stands in the forefront. There's no shows or gimmicks. And so I was like, okay, so that caught my attention. Started watching his stuff, watching his sermons on YouTube. And I knew he was based in Atlanta. And I was like, if I could visit his church, that would be fire. So I said, let me see how far it is from where we're staying. And then I saw that it was like literally 12 minutes from the hotel.
Oh, so he wasn't there. You went to his church.
I went to his church, and I told Comfort, who was with me, because we were gonna try and like take a flight that's earlier so we can make our own church. But I knew I wanted to visit that church, so I told Comfort about it, and I sent her some of his sermons so she could check him out. And I was like, she was like, oh, cool. Like, I don't mind going to his church. And I said, okay, cool. So we chose a later flight, and we timed it out so that way we can go to his church, and then straight after we'll head to the airport. So yeah, so we went to his church in the morning and got to experience it in real time, in real life, and see what it's like over there. Because obviously when they post the videos, you just see him on stage preaching the sermon. So I got to see the culture and see the community there, and literally got there, people were like, it's like they had energy. Like once you walk in, they're like, hey, or whatever.
More than Epiphany?
More than Epiphany, yeah.
I can't even imagine that.
Like they had signs.
Okay.
Like they were like welcoming you in. They immediately saw me and Comfort had our suitcases. Was like, oh, we can take your suitcase and we'll put it here. Thank you.
So we're gonna put your luggage on the left-hand side over here.
Like they just wanted to help us and just really make sure that we're comfortable and welcomed.
Is it a mega church?
No. It's bigger. I would say it's bigger than Epiphany, but it's not like mega either.
Got it.
It's still intimate enough. Yeah, so go to the church, listen to the sermon, extremely good. The atmosphere was really good. Our Uber driver was telling us like where we're staying is in a good part of Atlanta. The mayor lives in this area. He was like saying Usher lives in the area as well. So I was just like, okay, I don't know, I would have to see the city, because like each person that we met at the conference was not from Atlanta. They were like from Chicago, from North Carolina, from Brooklyn. So I was just like, okay, no natives. And then each Uber driver that was driving us was new to Atlanta also. But when we were going to the church on Sunday, we finally got an Uber driver who was from the hood in Atlanta, because he was talking to us in an Atlanta accent, and I could barely understand what he was saying.
How's that accent?
That accent is so ratchet.
He's like, talking about, man.
Talking about, he said all of that. He was like, you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So I had like some footage of him teaching us how to speak with the accent.
Yeah.
Not talking about.
Yeah, not talking about. Not
He said not talking about.
not talking about.
Not talking about.
Not talking about.
You
And
like
some
talking
slang.
about?
I was struggling. Like I couldn't do it. Like if it's like a British accent, you know, I could do it a little bit. If it's like Southern, I could do it a little bit. That one, I was just like,
It was ratchet Southern.
ratchet Southern. I'm just like unnecessary at times too. I'm like, huh? How does that even correlate? Okay. And then
I'm about to give y'all experience.
yeah, he was really giving it. But he was really cool. I would have to visit Atlanta again for me to decide whether or not I would like relocate, which I don't think I would.
Okay. You only got to explore one part of Atlanta.
Yeah,
okay.
and then like in that one part, there wasn't a lot going on either. It was very quiet, and plus we didn't rent a car, so we couldn't like drive around. We had to like take Lyfts and Ubers.
Yeah.
And they don't got sidewalks, which I didn't understand.
Okay, so that's one difference.
I didn't understand that. Look, like if you look at New York sidewalks, we got enough room for like a lot of people to walk.
Yeah. For sure.
In Atlanta, you're walking in the street. Like there is no sidewalk. And even in New York too, what I noticed too, I don't know if it's just that area, but you see how like when the light turns green or the light turns red and there's like the white hand or like the counter to let you know, ooh, shaking a lot, to let us know when to cross or when it's about to turn green. They don't have that either. So you're like playing Russian roulette with your life to cross the street.
I can't get used to that.
And I was just like, what the heck? There's literally no sidewalks.
There?
Not here.
I feel like every time I went on someone's story, especially a Christian person or influencer, they were there.
Oh, there was a lot of people there. Like a lot of people that I was just like, I'm walking, I'm like, oh, that's that girl.
Like the one who her wig fell off.
Yeah, Whitney.
Whitney.
Me and Comfort was standing there because we got there extremely early. We were standing there. There wasn't a lot of people there. We were taking pictures at one of the booths. And then when we finished taking pictures, I see Whitney just standing there. And I'm like, isn't that the girl from the video? And I was like, nah, I got to say hi to her. So I went over and I was like, hi, it's so nice to meet you, blah, 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 blah. And then I asked her for a picture. We took a picture together. And what was so funny too is like during the conference, she was like, and guys, I know this is what y'all are thinking. This is not the wig.
See?
Because the wig looked exactly like the one.
It did. I feel like every time I see her, she has that same style.
Yeah,
so
she said it's not the wig. So I'm gonna take her word for it. Yeah, I think she's calm to the point where she's naturally funny. Like she don't gotta try too hard because that's just her
face expression, her tone.
Yeah,
everything.
and I think she's also naturally awkward.
Yes,
as well.
That's
like,
what it is.
She gave that off. She definitely gave that off. Like she's naturally awkward, and that makes her naturally funny.
Yep.
Conference was great. I highly recommend it. Like I can't not recommend it enough. I just wish they had like more food. Aside from that, it was really good. They had food trucks that you could buy food from, and they didn't have a lot of vegan options. That was another bummer.
I'm surprised.
They didn't have any vegan friendly foods at all. So we met some people and they were like, oh, let's go to Slutty Vegan. So we went to Slutty Vegan.
Oh yeah, you said it wasn't that good.
Slutty Vegan was not it. I don't know.
That was on my list.
Is there
of
hype
food to try? I actually
around
went
it?
to try it. Yes, there's a lot of hype.
That joint is not it.
I wanted to go there because they opened one in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn might be better. Even though Comfort said she went to the one in Brooklyn and she said that she didn't like it. And she liked the one that was in Atlanta. I had Atlanta, didn't like it. So I gotta try Brooklyn to see if I like Brooklyn better because my sandwich was soggy.
Ooh.
My bread was falling, like, it was soggy. It was not it.
What kind of burger was it?
I had, I think the Fussy Hussy is what it's called. I had that one. Honestly, when you walk into the establishment, I said, this is not acceptable.
Was it giving?
They're calling us sluts the entire time we're in there.
Are you serious?
Yes. And I was like,
how do they add to that theme?
no, it's very ghetto.
Sluts? Okay, it's
very ghetto. And I said, I've never been called a slut before. I felt very uncomfortable. I was like,
the person taking your order was like, what do you want, slut? Like that?
Yeah, like, oh, we got some sluts coming in. Like, I'm like, what? No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, I always wanted to go to a themed restaurant, but I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, it was very ghetto.
But there is a restaurant, I think in Texas, where they curse you out. It is real aggressive. They curse you out, and then if there's no need for that. We're here for food, and that's it. It's supposed to be for the entertainment. But if you're not used to speaking like that, it's not entertaining.
I feel like there's no cause for you to just think that it's a fun thing to do to just curse somebody out. It was very interesting. We're in there, slut this, slut that, slut this, slut that. I said, okay, I cannot record in here because you're just gonna be hearing sluts in the background. I mean, I'm willing to try it one more time.
The Brooklyn one.
Yeah, hopefully it's a different experience.
I don't think they're open on Sundays. It had to be
I
a
think
Sunday.
it probably was a Sunday.
After church.
Yeah.
I saw that
even the sluts go to church.
Right? I saw that you met Glory.
Glory? Ezekiel's wife?
Yeah.
Ezekiel was there. Like, I literally did his table for the PIA tour when I volunteered, and I had his table, and I was selling his merch, and I got a free shirt from him. Yeah. This was years ago, though. I haven't met her yet either, because I remember at the other PIA tour, I only met Jackie and Preston and Solomon. Yeah. I haven't met his wife, and then she was there today. That day.
Prayers out to Joseph.
Prayers out to Joseph.
I was just watching his video today. Now he's just putting out all kinds of content.
I think he's sorting it out.
Yeah, he is.
Which is good. That at least means that there's gears turning.
More than
what?
He curses more than I expected. I
never heard him
curse either, but I was watching his review or reaction to Pop the Balloon.
Yeah, you have to stay to your left.
Do I? I don't know where it's telling me to stay.
It says East 37. So
37. Okay. He was doing a reaction to Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched any of those videos?
No.
Okay. It's actually a little more entertaining because you have to be careful because then you end up going into a loophole and watching back-to-back videos.
Yeah.
But he was doing a reaction to it, and then he was just like, "Oh my God!" He said the S word. These people ain't ish. I'm like, Joseph.
You gotta clutch your pearls.
I know. One of the guys was like, "Oh, you guys can ask me any question." The girl said, "Oh, how's your faith?" or something, because she was like, "I'm a Christian." To one of the guys, and then Joseph said, "Oh," he was like, "Don't fall for it. It's a scam. It's a scam." He's like, "All right, let me stop playing, y'all." He's like, watch when all the Christians gotta go in my comments with all the scriptures and stuff, being condescending, basically. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, Joseph!"
It's so sad to see, you know, because like he was really like on fire for the gospel. He was really like living it. I think, at least from what we've seen as from afar, because we obviously don't know him personally. Yeah. But it is sad, and hopefully he finds his way back.
Yeah, he definitely would have been at that Christian influencer.
Oh yeah, he probably would have performed a song with his guitar. So definitely keep in prayer.
He plays around with it for sure, because he made a live a few days ago too, saying, "I'm giving you an hour to try to make me change my mind about Christianity." So it was like, I don't know, he's open to it, but then he's also like being condescending about it.
Yeah. Some things are beyond us and beyond us convincing. Yeah. It's like the Holy Spirit has to do a work. Like, we want to try and control and be like, "No, you have to." Then it's the argument. Y'all going back and forth. Let the Holy Spirit do what he has to do. There's been seeds planted. And, you know, God can bring life again to dead things.
So Chris sent a video. Maybe location.
Where to go or where to park.
Maybe.
So when we say La Union fell out for us, this is what we mean. My man Kenny is holding down this parking spot because we doing this Haitian hang and homie is around the corner.
Yes.
Look at the dedication.
Look at them.
I appreciate it. Hope you guys weren't standing here for too long. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that.
See the way the feet are? They're all dry right there. Look.
Oh my God. And eating too.
And they just left you here.
And there's two of them actually eating, enjoying the photos.
I see.
You see, look at this.
Yeah, you feel bad? You should feel bad.
Yeah.
The price is better there?
No, I didn't do it in Atlanta. I did it for.
That's what I thought.
And for the cruise.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
This is so nice.